Hello, YouTube. Today we're doing something a little bit different. We're going to be playing No Man's Sky, and it's going to be a bit of a beginner's guide. I've been playing the game since it came out, and ever since Next came out and changed the whole face of the game, probably the future of the game, lots of people have been jumping in, and they're like, what in God's name is this? How do I play this? How do I start? What's a good way to start? Etc., etc. So, the best way I can describe No Man's Sky is an infinitely procedurally generated space survival building game thing. Yeah. So if you like that, I really hesitate to call it Space Minecraft because it's not, but that's a pretty good like comparison. You get to build, you get to craft, you get to go play with players if you want, thanks to the new update. The only thing you don't get to do is, well, it's not a voxel world. That's really the big difference. And you don't actually get to create your own spaceships. But other than that, we're pretty good. So we're going to play a game. I'm not going to play my normal save. We're just going to do ourselves I'm going to put this down here just so I don't mistake it. All right, so when you start up, you have a few different ones. You can do normal, which is what you just play the game normally. Survival. So you have stronger, more aggressive enemies, limited resources, increased hazards. Permadeath, if you feel like playing like a roguelike where you die, you done, and then creative where you can just build whatever the hell you want. You don't get any achievements unlocked. We're going to start with normal because I personally don't care about higher difficulties. So we're going to run in, and as soon as the game loads up, you're going to see this beautiful screen where you're flying through the universe. No Man's Sky. So we're going to start in on some random planet somewhere in this galaxy. For those of you who don't know, No Man's Sky is procedurally generated. That means things are being made. I think things are being made on the fly pretty much as soon as you come into a system that no one's ever touched. That's when things are generated. The ships are procedurally generated. The animals, the plants, everything that you find on planets, all of the weapons and whatnot that you find, the races, there are 5 main races, but how their actual appearances will just be generated as you find them. I think there is a difference between procedurally generated and randomly generated, although I don't really know what that is. All right, so initialize. Hopefully we won't. Initial suit initialization. Hopefully we don't end up on a radioactive planet. No, we end up on a frozen planet. Oh boy. Okay, this is going to be an interesting start. We're going to freeze to death. God, it's beautiful. I forget how beautiful this game is until I play it every time. It's just so good. Ooh, and it looks like we have something. Alright, so I'll show you all this stuff as we get to it. Alright, so we are on Yuba 13F8. So yes, the name is procedurally generated. The system is as well. We have oh god, we're already freezing to death? Oh god, no. Okay. This is... Oh, the scanner's critically damaged. You know what I don't care about? I don't care about that. I am going to try and just get over to this here. Okay, so this is not the start you want. This is essentially like starting in hard mode. Okay, we're going to do this. Ah, nice floating shrines. Always nice to have. Alright, so if you end up like me on a frozen planet from the get-go, what you can do is you can enter into a cave and... Oh god, dang it. You can enter into a cave, and if nothing else... Can you guys not? Ooh, okay. Okay, so we have ourselves a cave. The toxic is hopefully raising back up. Okay. And now the cold is keeping us. So let's take a look at everything on us. So we have us, we're in third person view. I'm playing on PC with a controller. So if you hit down on the D-pad, I don't know what the equivalence is in keyboard and mouse, I'm sorry. But down on the D-pad, you can go all the way over to utilities. And if you prefer a first person view, you can do that. Alright, and we have a whole bunch of other fun things that we can do. I can currently summon a vehicle, once again, because of the pre-order thing. If you didn't pre-order the game on initial launch, you won't have that. So, we can recharge our equipment, so we have to get our mining bean recharged, and as you can see, we have different elements that we can use to recharge them. Same for life support, different elements. Same for hazard protection, different elements. This is a very mine-heavy game. If you are a person that likes going out, digging and exploring and whatnot, you're going to love it. Okay, so we have ourselves a nice little thing here. So the first thing we want to do is we want to get anything that we have damaged no longer damaged. So our ship, we definitely want to get all of this repaired. So how do we do that? Launch thrusters. We need pure ferrite and dihydrogen jelly. Okay. Pulse engine, what makes the ship go? We need 1 hermetic seal and 1 metal plating. Okay, not too bad. If you go into your inventory, you can go on here, any of these empty spaces, hit A for crafting a resource, and we will take a look at what it is that we need. We need metal plating, so we need 50 ferrite dust. Ferrite dust can be found in close to any of these. Anything that's a rock, essentially, can have ferrite dust. And the easiest way to find that, as you saw how it says right there, carbon, if you hold your left trigger, oh, I don't even have an analysis visor yet. Well, okay then. Okay, so we can do that, and we can do carbon nanotubes. Okay, I didn't even know that we didn't have that. Wow, they definitely did change everything. So let us do that. So we're going to make some carbon nanotubes. What do we need? We need carbon. Okay, well, you can pull your mining laser out. Oh, it has cobalt, okay. You can pull your mining laser out, and you can get all the stuff that you need. So this has cobalt, and this will more or less also have ferrite dust. Okay, so it has a little bit of carbon, or that was the thing behind it. Okay. There we go. And then it pops, and it goes straight into your inventory. Pretty neat, right? Can we get that thing gone? Yes, we can. Okay, so if you see any hazardous flora, break it down. Alright, so the best way to get carbon is just from plants. So if you see trees, bushes, anything like that, go ahead, break all that down. Grab all the carbon that you can. Now, as you saw, floating around a little ways, I'm going to see if I can do this without... Oh, god dang it. I'm going to see if I can do this without really getting too cold. But essentially, there are things that are floating around called sentinels. You might have actually just seen them a second ago. It was the thing that popped up and was kind of floating in that intro screen. So the sentinels are essentially intergalactic peacekeepers. You start breaking down too much of the planet, they're going to say, "Whoa, buddy, hold on. We don't let you do this," and they will actually start attacking you. So you can get what is akin to a wanted level in Grand Theft Auto. It'll pop up right underneath in the top right hand corner, right underneath the energy for whatever you have equipped. We're going to try not to, because that's going to make it much more difficult on a frozen planet. Anyway, so let us get our analysis visor made. So, and then we also should probably get that scanner made. So we need 75 ferrite dust, which we don't have yet. Best way to find ferrite dust is to get the analysis scanner made. So we need 1 carbon nanotube. So let's go back over here to our inventory. You don't have to switch inventories, you can craft in it, but I like to keep everything separate. So we go here, we hit A, we have 50 carbon, boom, we've made a carbon nanotube. We go back over to our multi-tool, craft, analysis visor, boom, and now we have ourselves an analysis visor. So now if I go like this, and I scan things, you also get credits, which is money, for scanning things, and there are ways to increase that. Now, the names are also procedurally generated. Nineskite has copper and cobalt. Okay, let's scan this thing. Don't want to scan the alien fragment. I actually want to scan the plant, but okay. Oh, did we actually scan it? Yes. So it has carbon and frost crystal. Frost crystal is something that we can use later on in the game to craft things, which we're not even going to get into yet. Okay, so what we need is ferrite dust. So we just have to find small rocks. So let's take a look. Can we actually get that? No. Huh. All right. Well, we have to just go on and explore and find until we can get rocks for the ferrite dust. And what is that? That has carbon and copperite. Copperite is another material that you're going to be using later on. All right, so I will go and try and find stuff and see if I can get any of these. I just have to go on and find something with ferrite dust. All right, so as you may have just seen, if you use your mining tool for quite a while, you will eventually overcharge it. It essentially has so much of a charge, and that's more or less its ammo. It will eventually overheat if you use it too quickly. So what you have to do is essentially stutter fire it. Now we should actually have that fully charged up now. Okay, so our mining beam is fully charged up now, and it's always good to just have carbon on you, just in the event. But anyways, as you see here, boom, it overheated. So there are ways that you can upgrade that later, which we'll get into, but just be wary that you can't just mine forever in a straight line. You actually do have to take breaks. So like as it's getting charged up, let go for a second, boom, and there you go. That's all you need to do. Just stutter fire it, let go for just a second, and then there you go. All right, out into the frozen wilderness. And what are we looking for again? That's right, we're looking for ferrite dust. So let us take a look. Those things may have it. We're going to scan that. Ah, no, I scanned the plant directly behind it. I'm trying to scan the gigantic rock sitting there. Okay. This is a full mineral, so this will either have pure ferrite or ferrite dust, one of the two. Also, as I just saw, where is it? Oh, okay, yeah, that's another thing of hazardous flora. Just try and avoid it. It whips you. Okay, so it has pure ferrite and salt. Okay, good to know. Let's take a look at this thing. Maybe this thing has ferrite dust. You're just gonna have to scan for a while until you actually find stuff. So that has ferrite dust and carbon. Okay, so we're going to look for the roperpite. Yes, you can change the names if you want, but you just gotta look for the roperpite, and we're going to try and break down as much as we can. We need, realistically, we need a lot of ferrite dust. We need somewhere in the order of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, but for the time being, we're just going to use what we can. Okay, so now that we have that, we can actually start crafting things. We can, the first thing we probably want to do is make the hermetic seal for the pulse engine. Other than that, yeah, we can add the scanner if we'd like, but I don't really care too much for that right now. Okay, and do we have any technology? You can cycle the different things that you have in your inventory, your different inventories essentially, with the arrow keys. Not arrow keys on keyboard, the left and right D-pad, that's what I meant. Anyways, we have our ship over there. God, it's beautiful. We have our ship over there, so we're going to try and eventually get over there, because we might actually have... Oh, does this just count as... This just counts as a structure. Okay. I can just stand here and not worry about the frozen thing. Okay, cool. Anyways, try and make it over to your ship. That's one of your first priorities, because most of the time there'll be some type of resource container, so you can at least get a little bit of a jump start on whatever it is you're doing. Aha, there are also creatures in this game, and you can scan them. You will be able to know their temperament. So that one is friendly, so it's not going to attack you. Okay, good. Also, there are dihydrogen crystals. Grab those because you're going to need to make starship fuel. Oh my god, look at that tiny thing. Look at that thing. That thing is trying to run. You could be a snack for someone. Gotta watch out, buddy. Okay. Anyways, our tundra doggos shouldn't really bother us. Look at that thing. It's kind of big, isn't it? Okay. So if you'd like, you can also grab this condensed carbon, and essentially you can use that as fuel for your mining laser and other things as well. Was he just hurting himself? Odd. Anyway, so here is our crashed and destroyed ship. Wait, it says you're friendly. Are you not friendly? Or does that just show there's a critter there? Hi. What the heck? You just said you're friendly. Don't attack me. I'll kill you. Get out of here. That's right, I see you. Anyway, so here's our ship. We have a distress beacon that comes with us, so we'll take a look at that and see what that is. Transfer, deleted, probable boundary separation failure, blah, blah, blah. Diagnostic, no connection, awaiting fresh iteration. Let's broadcast. Traveler anomaly detected. Position log, system integrity scan initialized. Anomaly is compliant. Okay. And there is some weird puddle of viscous fluid. And I don't know what that is. Anyway. So we can also open up our damaged machinery right here. We'll need pugnium, which we cannot get. We have to destroy sentinels to get that, which that is not currently on my list of things I'd like to do because I can't defend myself. Anyways, as you kind of wander through the, I guess, countryside of any planet, you'll find various resource containers like these. So let's go take a look. So, damaged container, we'll look at it. It'll be damaged. You can either take this metal, or you can hold the right thumbstick and that discards it, so it's not in your inventory. Boop. And what do we have? We get ourselves some more dihydrogen. Looks like that was about it. Okay. Anyways, let's see what we have in these. Anything good? Doesn't seem good. Oh, sodium. Okay, sodium nitrate. We'll break that down, and then we'll see what it is that we have in here. Anything else? We get 1 dihydrogen jelly. Okay, pretty neat. So we can actually use that. There was actually something we needed that for, right? Dihydrogen jelly. Okay, so now we just have to get pure ferrite for our launch thrusters, and we can at least jump off of this planet, so that's good. Okay, so you may be thinking you're gonna have to go all the way back to wherever it is that we were to find that rock we were looking at. No, if something pops up somewhere on the planet, it'll pop up all over the planet, just in various quantities. Like I said, here is this. Ooh, this actually requires an advanced mining laser. Ah, this may actually be different. Yes, actually, that is different. Okay, we aren't going to be able to break those down. So they'll be somewhat close to the different things that you have. However, there are some things like with that where you'll need special mining tools in order to break it down. So we're not going to worry about that. We're going to go back over to here and get these rocks because we need that pure ferrite. Okay, now we have our scanner. So first thing we want to do is repair our scanner. That's kind of cool. You can, boop, there you go. And hey, we have our scanner now. So if you hit L3 on the thumbstick, you get a big pulse. Ooh. And look, now you can see everything. Yes, our starship signal is sitting right over there. Oh, that starship signal, right. Okay, so you hit down. Oh, no. I was literally just here. I was just here. And by the way, in case you're wondering, you can hit, if you hit the meleeing jump at the same time, it gives you a flying boost. Hey, surprise, surprise, we found our starship. Alright, iteration that online, Atlas connection intermittent, launch thrusters offline, pulse engine offline. My exosuit has directed me to a crashed starship. The controls react to my touch, I only assume it belongs to me. Let's read this log. Log 4925A unavailable, substituting data. Exosuit connected. Suggestion, pilot should perform maintenance. Suggest desired repair path. Let's repair the systems. Okay, so we need that. So, we need those. So we need that pure ferrite, and we still need the hermetic seal with the plating. You can also create that metal plating with the ferrite dust. So we're going to be once again mining quite a bit. Remember, always, always, always scan anything that looks interesting. You never know, it may have something that you can use. Alright, so we found enough ferrite dust to make a metal plating. Okay, good. We need 1 metal plating and 1 hermetic seal. So the way to get a hermetic seal, I think you actually have to buy it. I don't know if we can craft it straight from the get-go. Let us take a look. No, this is all we have. So we're going to have to go exploring and see if we can find a hermetic seal. Because the pulse engine is what makes our ship move. And without that, we aren't going to be able to do anything. Now remember, you do have to scan things, otherwise you won't get the other materials that are inside them. Is salt necessarily something that we need yet? Not really, but it's good to have. If you can just rack up small amounts of materials that you have over time, whenever it is that you actually need whatever it is that you actually need for various crafting recipes later on in the game, you'll already have at least somewhat of a stack, maybe something enough just to make one. Okay, so we have all of this. Let's head on back to our starship. Because if you ever need anything with your environmental protection recharging, you can always just enter your starship. And boom, it's recharging. Your life support is oxygen, and that's something that you're just going to have to find. You can find that through various different things, most of which are small plants and whatnot. Get oxygen, boom. And hey, you can breathe again. Okay, so we need the hermetic seal, and we do need this jump jet. So with the pure ferrite, if you don't have anything that can break it down, you can go into your crafting, which is done by hitting up on the D-pad, and you have yourselves a little portable refiner. So let's craft that. We got a portable refiner. Now what we do is if we put ferrite dust in it, we will get pure ferrite. We only need to put some fuel in it, so let's put some condensed carbon. And then let it go. And we'll have a stack of pure ferrite once that's done. While you're waiting, you can take a look inside this cave if you like, although it has nothing. Okay, well, that was a very fun and interesting cave dive. Alright, so the portable refiner will glow green whenever it's done. And we have ourselves our ferrite, our pure ferrite. So now we have that, boom, let us repair it, and we have we have redone our jump jets, launch thrusters. We already have, it seems like half a charge, so we don't have to make a thing of fuel just yet, which is good. We still do need to find our hermetic seal, however. We can create ourselves another metal plating, so whenever it is that we actually do find that, we can just throw that in. So we can go take a look at that. Like I said, we don't have pulse engines, so we can't really move in the ship yet. So while you can jump off and land and go explore, that's really about all you can do. You can jump off and land. You can't actually go through space. So let us take ourselves a little look-see around. Nothing that I really want. Well, okay. Pick up your portable refiner. Since it is portable, we'll jump on in here. And see, as I try and hit this jump, pulse engine critically damaged. I can't even attempt to fly off yet. So we're going to have to go and look for some hermetic seals. Easiest way to find them is just by finding any anomalies around the planet. As you see with this thing right here, an ancient fragment. Who knows? Maybe we'll get one from it. Most of the time you get random items. You can also find different little settlements. Sometimes they have people in them. Alright, Gravitino balls, we definitely don't want to grab those. Sometimes, other times you won't. And it looks like a large artifact crate. Let's go take a look at that. Maybe it'll have a hermetic seal in it. Alright. Isn't it cool? It's like you're exploring I need an ancient key. Ah. I have no idea what an ancient key is. I will be completely honest with you. Okay. Well, that was fun. We tried. I have a feeling... Ancient fragment, destination reached. I have a feeling like this should definitely be a little bit more up out of the ground. That's what I'm kind of feeling, but it's fine. Let's go grab this ancient fragment here. Maybe that's an ancient key. And you remember, your jump jets do have a limited amount of time that you can use them with. All right, so open. And we have ourselves an ancient key. So these things are pretty cool. The Gravitino balls, I would recommend not grabbing them yet, because they will cause what's it called to spawn and hunt you. Yes. No, this is most definitely bugged. I don't even know if I have the jets to fly up here. Ah, just barely. Okay. Grab ourselves another ancient key, and then we'll take a look up here, see what's up here. Anything interesting? Anything? And then we have ourselves another one, and now we have ourselves an ancient key. 3 ancient keys. Very interesting. It's interesting just to explore these things. You'll find ruins like this all over the universe. And they're scattered throughout. They're based on ancient civilizations that were before us. You can just explore them, you can get things from them. You can see some interesting views. Very pretty. Alright, so we have ourselves 3 ancient keys. What will this do? Ah, large artifact crate. 1, 2, 3. And we got ourselves drip brush petals. Ah. Interesting. So, that has a value of 424,150 units. We can start off pretty well just by buying that. A genetically engineered plant ready for propagation sample appears to have 6 mutated genes. Root structures many-limbed. Nutrient source buried treasured. Notes faintly singing. Interesting. I don't know if we can actually use that to grow things later on. I'll be completely honest with you. This is the first time I've ever seen one of those. But either way, we'll find it out. We'll actually hang on to it just in the off chance we actually can grow them later, because if we can, that will allow us a lot of money. So anyways, let's take a look at our countryside here. Do we see anything that might be of value? That is a buried technology module. Unfortunately, we can't get to that yet. Any other interesting... There's an ancient data structure. Ooh, let's go take a look at that. Aha, we have finally found a sentinel. So these dudes, depending on the planet that you're on, will either attack you or will not. And they always pop up on your radar. As you can see, you move that way and you'll see that they're kind of just sitting next to you. My advice to you from the get-go is to not attack them, because you're gonna lose. You don't have the stuff equipped to fight them yet. I mean, you can if you want, but I would say no. You can get these little stones, and they give you visions of the Gek. Ooh. Small alien life form takes their tired beaten. Let's accept the knowledge. The name Gek floats in my vision. So, they give you words for the different languages of the different races. Yes, you actually do have to learn the languages of the different races that you go visit. Otherwise, you don't understand them. They just show up as a garble of letters, which I like. I really like, because I've always kind of seen this as the most interesting space linguist simulator that I've ever played. It's an interesting added complexity. Not that it really matters much. You can pretty much just usually use context clues to figure out what they're always saying, but it's very interesting to just have the word slowly learning. And as you see, as you're playing through the game more, you go from literally nothing to you start seeing words pop up and dot. It's pretty cool. Alright, so let's go open this. Hermetic seals by chance? No, I got a microprocessor. Ah. Well, we can use that for things later on, but unfortunately, that doesn't help me right now. So, like I said, we're just going to have to explore for a while. This planet would be really beautiful, if not for the fact that it is a frozen tundra that life can surprisingly survive off of. Anyways, so things have changed since the last time I started a game. So what you do, you go in here, and... oh, hold on. Okay, pulse engine critically damaged. Yeah. Okay, so trying to repair it should actually give you a spot on where it is that you can find a hermetic seal. Supposedly. Let's pop up on here. And then the hermetic seal is something that we're actually going to need. So. Ooh, so we have a diagnostic. Critical danger, vital ingredients needed, unable to synthesize. Yes, I would love to request assistance. Alright, so. We found ourselves a hermetic seal. In here? I thought we already looked in here. Take the navigation data. Alright, well, we have the navigation data. Okay. And where is the hermetic seal that we need? Okay. So, gather materials. Use a signal booster to decode the data. So we have to make a signal booster. So we need carbon nanotubes and a metal plating. So, we have ourselves carbon nanotubes. We need a metal plating, which we need more ferrite dust. Surprise, surprise. Yes, there is going to be a lot of, you need this, but in order to get this, you need this. But in order to get this, you need this. So, it's always just good to gather materials for various purposes. You will eventually get to a point where you don't really need to do any of that, but for the time being, as we are brand new, fresh off the boat, we do need to be doing this. So, craft ourselves a metal plating. Alright, and let's throw ourselves a signal booster down. Boop. Signal boosters are fun for a variety of reasons. You get navigation data, and you can look for a whole bunch of different things along the planet that you're on. Alright, so we can look at nearby structures. We can get a drop pod, but we don't have the coordinates, so we hit the navigation data. Alright. Let's scan distress frequencies. And somewhere near us, probably right where that red glowing thing is, we're going to have to go find that. Get ourselves... Alright. Get ourselves the hermetic seal. Ah, 815. Okay. Well, whoa. Why is it that that's not... That was weird. It wasn't letting me do the dash jump. Well, best time to do it now. You can grab yourself a deuterium-rich plant, and that will allow you to boost very, very far for quite a while. It only lasts for about 10-15 seconds. Yep, already gone. But for the time being, it helped, I guess. Yeah, I have no idea why it is that's not working. Anyways, grab yourself some oxygen along the way, because oxygen is your literal lifeline. Ooh, we have ourselves a crashed freighter. As you can see... Ooh, and we're on a planet that has rings. Oh, man, look at that. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. You can actually go into photo mode. They have themselves a, blizzard detected. No, that's not what I want. I'm going to die. Okay, we gotta get to that quickly. Blizzard is going to make our environmental data run down very quickly. Oh man. Oh man. So yeah, this is the thing that you always have to watch out for. Oh god. Okay, so as you can see, yeah, the blizzard's coming. Negative 70 degrees Celsius. I'm American, so I don't know what that means, but I do know it means pretty gosh dang cold. So I'm gonna try and hopefully get here as soon as my sprint. Use everything you can to get as far as you can, as quickly as you can. Okay, we're gonna barely make it. Aha! There's floating something or others. That's interesting. I do want to go explore that, but we need to actually survive first. So we're going to wait in here until the storm lets up. But corrupted follows, making this record in case leaving behind the fabricator. Recover the supplies, and we have ourselves one hermetic seal, just enough for us to make our ship go. So now we just wait for the cold wintry embrace to finish. You'll be able to tell because the plants won't be flashing and moving around as much. That pretty much characterizes the storm, besides also, you know, sitting out and looking. Hey, that's a frickin' storm. The No Man's Sky is a very fun and interesting game, though. You could do what many other people do, and you could build gigantic farms and make hundreds of millions or billions of credits. You could make yourself an entire federation. There actually are a few full federations in No Man's Sky. That even was before this update. You could do that, or, I mean, you could just go around. You could go around the universe just exploring and seeing things. Look at the amount of interesting stuff we found just on this one planet within a 1,000-unit radius. And think about it. There's an entire universe for you to explore. This game is what you make it. Explore, enjoy, just have fun with it. It's just, this is like literally one of my top 5 favorite games of all time. This is probably in the 2 or 3 slot. It's just so good, and you can just do anything in it. It's amazing. The only thing you can't do is make your own spaceships, which realistically, with all the trouble that we're going through right now, I wouldn't want to. Even late game, I wouldn't want to. I really want to go over there, but we're going to get our spaceship actually repaired, and then we're going to fly, because climbing that mountain is going to be a doozy, and I don't want to do that. Look at it. It's a little toucan person. That's adorable. Gotta watch out for these roaming things. They apparently attack you even though they say they're friendly. Gotta watch out. I could name you something dumb, but I'm not going to. Because I'm not that type of person. It might be worth it just to break down some stuff to have carbon and whatnot with you, just in the event you need it for later on. There are planets you will find that are dead, and they aren't going to have very many materials for you to mine. Like, you can still find stuff that has carbon, but it's very few and far in between. So just make note that just like our actual universe, there isn't life everywhere. Ooh, look at that. Isn't that crazy? Like, the I guess the behavior that they have, like they're traveling in a pack. They kind of look like camels. We have ourselves frozen camels that are just kind of traveling in a pack and wandering. Anyways, here's our jetpack surge. Just don't fly way too high up into the air and then have that fade, because you will drop to your death. While it will be hilarious if you made a bunch of progress, that won't be. And I think it's finally time. We have ourselves our restored spaceship. Yes. Yes. I'm gonna see if there's any other little notifications. Seek answers among the stars, my friends. Alright, so I think we are done with this frozen wasteland for quite a while. Hold right trigger to take off. You can go explore if you want, but our destiny lies in the stars. So, thank you so much for watching. If you want to see some more, that first time you like leave a planet, oh my god, that's amazing. If you want to see some more, and if you want to explore the universe with me, don't forget to subscribe, like, all that good stuff. We're going to... Oh my god, look at these giant rings. Oh my god, that's crazy. Oh man. Oh, let's answer our communicator. Alright, so incoming transmission. Identify yourself. I'll identify myself. You are not alone. Follow the... Alright, well, we got some planetary coordinates. Aha. Signal source triangulated, probably on one of these small planets. Yes. Ooh, looks like we got a water world. Alright, so the last thing that we're going to do, we need to get out. You hold B to fly. We get out far enough so that we can break down these things. Now, any asteroid that you break, no matter what it is that... Oh god, don't use my missiles. Any asteroid that you break, irregardless of what it has, it'll also drop tritium, and tritium is your spaceship's essentially fuel source. So make sure you do that. See, as you see, we have ourselves some tritium. We'll put ourselves some more pulse engine fuel. I always like to fill it up just in case, because sometimes these planets are very far away, which you can stop literally anywhere in space and you will find asteroids, so you can always just recharge. Thankfully, this game is very, very fair in that assessment, compared to something like Elite Dangerous, where if you don't have a fuel scoop, well, good luck. You know, you can call the fuel rats or something, but yeah, just be wary and make sure you fill your fuel before you start jumping. Oh, that's so pretty. I just wish it wasn't a frozen hellhole. Okay, anyways, so last thing we're gonna do, we're not gonna actually take a look at that first. We are going to go to we're gonna go to that little space station. But we're done for right now. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, like button helps you a bunch. Subscribe if you want to see some more. And in the next one, we will actually get onto the space station, and we will see what the space station and the rest of the universe has to offer. Thank you.